Welcome to day one of the 1K per day challenge. I'm so glad to have you. First thing I want to do is actually go over what you can expect over the next 30 days, just to make sure that everybody understands what we're going to be doing and really what you should be doing on a daily basis. So, first thing, you're going to get access to a new lesson every single day, a new video lesson, just like the one that you're watching. So, every day for the next 30 days, including today, you'll get a new video lesson, you'll get an email when that lesson is actually released and live inside the members area. Every lesson is going to give you step-by-step instructions on what you should be doing that day. So you're going to watch me basically do it on screen, complete those same steps on video while I'm building my own 1K per day business. So you can, follow along, see what I'm doing, and take it and use it to build your own business in your own way. Every day you'll have homework. The homework is basically just going to be to do what I did in the video lesson, so that the point is by the end of the 30 days you've actually got a $1,000 per day business running and actually making $1,000 per day. That is the goal. But the only way to do that is to actually follow along every single day, do the homework every single day, and just make an effort to complete it. That's the biggest thing. And what I found by doing this style of training before was that people get way more done. They get a lot more implemented when I run it this way, by only giving them a little bit of work at a time to do. It's less overwhelming, and it really breaks it down, and I only tell you exactly what you need. I don't give you a bunch of other ways to do it. You've got one way to do it. Obviously you can go do it your own way if you feel like you know what you're doing. That's fine. But I know a lot of people just need that strict structure of do this, not that, and don't give them a bunch of options. So that's really what this challenge is all about, is just following along with me and being able to build up your own 1K per day business. So throughout these next 30 days, if you have questions or comments, you can leave them right below the video. So each video has its own individual lesson page inside of the members area. You can leave comments for that specific lesson below each video, or you can just send me an email directly to the email address that you see there on screen. All right, let's dive in here. Day one, that's today. Today is all about niche selection and validation. So the biggest thing here is there's really only two requirements, and there are going to be probably two requirements that you didn't really plan on. I guess is the best way to put it. Most people, when they think about paid traffic, they don't really think about these two requirements. So the first one, you must be able to build an audience around whatever niche you choose. Here are a couple reasons why that's one of the requirements. You want to be able to maximize what's called your value per visitor, or VPV. And what that means is let's say you're paying, you're going to be paying for traffic. Let's say, it's just to make it easy, numbers, we'll say it's $1 per visitor. And let's say you pay for 1,000 visitors. So that's $1,000. You want to be able to make back as much as you possibly can for each one of those visitors. And the goal is to basically turn a profit. And in this case, we'd like to make back $2 for every dollar that you're spending on paid traffic. Meaning, in this case, you pay $1,000, you make $2,000. That's in the simplest form, $1,000 per day business. And there's all kinds of ways to get to $1,000 a day. The way that I've structured this training is what I believe to be the easiest way for a absolute beginner. And it's probably not the fastest way, but to me it's the safest and easiest. So that starts by, you have to be able to build an audience around it. You want to be able to maximize that value per visitor. If you don't build an audience, you really only have that one opportunity to sell something to that person. And if you build the audience, you have the opportunity to sell to them over and over and over again, as long as you do it the way that I tell you to do it. Second thing is, it allows you to slowly decrease your ad spend. So once you've built that audience, you can go back and tap into that audience and promote other offers without having to spend any more money on your ads. So if you wanted to, once you hit that certain income level that you're comfortable with, kind of your goal, your initial goal, you can slowly start to decrease that daily ad spend. So you could still be spending money, but every day maybe you can slowly trickle it down to where eventually you've got your audience to a big enough point where it's going to be kind of self-sustained, at least for a little while, and you can decrease that ad spend quite a bit, and even down to zero if you really wanted to. Last thing, it creates long-term consistent monthly income. So that's the biggest thing probably about why this is a requirement. Most affiliates, they go out and find a product that looks like it would be a good product to promote, and try and build their business around one product. It's just not a long-term way to make money. You can obviously make a good amount of money doing that, as long as the offer sticks around and still continues to convert well. But like, as soon as that offer is gone, your business is gone. So you want to be able to build an audience. That's very, very important. Second thing is, the niche must have a minimum of 5 affiliate offers to promote. And this is another, like I said, this is another thing that most people are going to probably be wondering, like, why is this a requirement? First, this is actually how you maximize that VPV. It's how you increase your value per visitor, because you're able to, once you've built the audience, you're able to go back to them and promote multiple offers to them over time. And you can, instead of just getting paid a commission from that visitor, one commission from that visitor, you could potentially get paid 5 commissions or even more. There's a lot of niches that just have an endless amount of offers that you can promote. So the second requirement is, this is a number I just kind of made up myself as a requirement, 5. Needs 5 affiliate offers, but I feel like that's probably a good number, meaning the niches that are too small will normally only have 1 or 2 offers, or maybe 3. The ones that are bigger usually will have 10 or more. So 5, I think, is a good middle ground to where it weeds out the niches that are just too small for this type of strategy. But it's sure to, if you're able to find at least 5 affiliate offers, that's a pretty much, it's a win as far as being a good fit for a niche for this model. So another reason why you want to have a minimum of 5 affiliate offers to promote is it allows you to find the best converting paid traffic offer. And what that means is, if you're only picking one offer to try and promote as the affiliate and paying for traffic for that specific offer, it may not be the best converting offer. There may be other offers out there that would have done better for your ad campaign on paid traffic. So if there are more offers, it allows you to, you can either test them all initially, see which one converts the best, and then use that one as your main ad campaign. Again, when you're just picking one product, you're limiting yourself in a lot of ways. So last thing, you build your business around an audience, not a product. That's the biggest thing of all. And just like I said, when I was talking about number 1 up there, the audience itself is honestly not necessarily the secret sauce to the strategy, but it's what allows you to build that consistent long-term monthly income, where most affiliates are just scrambling on a daily basis, hoping that your campaigns are still working like they did yesterday. Um, you don't want to be playing that game. It's just not it's not a business really. It's just a way to make some money. It's a short term deal. So having 5 affiliate offers or more to promote, it, it keeps you from falling into the trap of building your business around a single product. That's probably the best way to explain it. So I thought it was probably a good idea to give some good examples, some bad examples. That way, you can kind of get your mind wrapped around what you should be looking for and what you shouldn't be looking for. Because even going back, even after seeing this slide here and all this information, it may still not really make sense to you when you go out and try and find a niche to enter. So I think seeing a few examples will kind of help spark your mind and get some ideas flowing for you. So first thing, here's an example of a bad niche: quilting. Um, you can build an audience around it. There just aren't enough affiliate products out there. And honestly, I didn't check. Like, I didn't go and see if there are like any affiliate products. There probably are a couple, but I can almost bet that there just aren't 5 of them. It's just not a niche that lends itself well to what we're doing here. You want to be able to uh, enter a niche and quickly and easily just send traffic to an offer, and people will buy it. There shouldn't be a lot of selling that has to go on from you. It's more so pretty much just allowing people to discover that the products are out there. And quilting is just not it's just not a good fit for this. So we'll get way into the weeds and as far as strategy goes on how to actually create your campaign and all that stuff, and what to do on your site. But right now, just know that you got to be able to build an audience. You got to have at least 5 affiliate products, and if one of those, if it doesn't meet one of those, or if it barely meets one of those, then I would probably I'd hesitate and to enter that niche myself. You want something that's pretty much going to be a home run, just so that the odds of you hitting that 1K per day are way higher. Why not set yourself up for massive success from the start, rather than try and be different, try and be in a spot that nobody is in. Now is not the time to play that game. This business is really about entering a niche that money is constantly exchanging hands already, and all you have to do is pretty much insert yourself into the middle of that flow. So that's an example of a bad niche. Here's an example of a good one: stock trading. You can build a massive, massive audience around stock trading, and there are plenty of affiliate products out there. Just loads and loads. There's got to be at least 50 to 100 different stock trading affiliate products out there. And you can sub niche some of these down. Like stock trading, I personally don't know enough about stock trading to even tell you what could be a sub niche of it, but I'm sure that there is one. Maybe it's investing in new upcoming companies, or options trading, stuff like that. I don't know enough about it to really give you a good example of a sub niche, but personally, I would just recommend that from the start you keep it broad in general, because you can always add categories, subcategories to your existing site later on. You don't have to keep it just general and broad the whole time. But sub niching it from the beginning limits the amount of offers and things that you will be able to promote, because they just won't fall into your specific subcategory. When you start in a bigger, broad, general category like stock trading, like the few things I said, options and new upcoming companies that are about to go on the market, if you find offers about those all fit under that one big umbrella category. So I got a few more for you here. Bad niche, mortgage refinance. And this one may actually be surprising because you would think that you could build an audience around that. People are interested in, information and stuff about refinancing their house, and that's true. However, it's not a big enough niche, meaning like when somebody's deciding to refinance their house, they either do it or they don't do it. So once they do it, they're kind of done, with you. They don't need to refinance their house, every other month or anything like that. There's nothing else you can send to them as an affiliate. Meaning, so like I said here, there are plenty of affiliate products to promote, but they're really all just the same thing. They're all just different banks who want to help you refinance your house. They're not different types of products all for the same person. So there are plenty of affiliate products, but you can't really build an audience around it just because it's too narrow, really, I guess is the one way to put it. That like I said, there's just one thing that they want and need, and mortgage refinance would honestly fit better under, I think it's probably what I even have next for the good niche. Yeah, it would actually fit better as a subcategory under personal finance. So I'm going to show you an example of a really good example of a site here in a little bit that's actually in the personal finance niche, and you'll be able to see all of the different subcategories that they're using, and that it's actually a good idea to look at that, because some of their subcategories are actually probably pretty decent niches in and of themselves, just because of the amount of information that you can give to your audience, and also offers that are just congruent offers for that specific subcategory. So like mortgage refinance, like I was saying, is really a better sub niche for personal finance. Personal finance is a great niche, just tons and tons of affiliate offers out there, and you can just build a massive audience. All right, I think this is the last two examples here. So here's another bad niche, weight loss supplements. Probably shocking as well, just because of the vast amount of affiliate offers out there. Like I said, there are plenty of affiliate products, but you can't really build an audience around people interested in weight loss supplements, because again, once they've bought something, they've either solved their problem or had a bad experience and don't want to buy it again. That's usually the two experiences I hear from people when they when they have purchased a supplement. It's either one of those two things. They bought it, it worked, and now they're done. They're happy with the weight they lost, they don't need to lose any more, or supplement did nothing for them, and now in their mind supplements are worthless. So it's not really a good niche to build an audience around. On the other hand, a good niche to build an audience around is the keto diet. Just tons and tons of affiliate offers, and like I just said, people are just like starving for information in this space. So what you'll end up seeing here is a pretty common theme in the niches that I feel are good matches for what we're doing, because it revolves around the audience. If the audience is looking to consume information on a regular basis, even before, during, and after the purchase has happened, it's a perfect niche for this. And especially if there are a number of different affiliate products, obviously, like I said, 5 or more, but of those products, you want them to be, it would be nice at least if they were different. So for example, let's just say the keto diet, let's just say all of the products that were out there were only like ebooks on starting the keto diet, that's all there were. They were kind of all the same, and every single one of them was just a book on everything to get started with the keto diet. If the products are all the same, but there are 5 or more, it's really like having one product, because you can't really come back and promote that to the same person who's basically said no to the first one, or even if they bought it, they don't need another one. Because it's the same product. So you want a little bit of diversity in the affiliate offers that are out there. And if you've got questions on that, it can be a bit confusing just because there are so many niches out there. Obviously, just feel free to ask below the video or send me an email, because they're you know I'm going to show you here in a second how you can find the products. We're not tomorrow's lesson is actually going to be all about finding the products, but I'm going to give you a few ways that you can do some research today, just so you can actually choose and select your niche today. That's going to be your homework, is choosing your niche. So do a bit of research and then actually select the niche you want to go into. So between now and then, if you've got questions, please reach out, leave a comment, email me, because I want you to get, again, every single day, I want you to get that homework done before the next day's lesson hits. You should never be going ahead and watching the next day's lesson unless you finished the previous day's homework. So, all right. Here are a few tools and resources to make this a bit easier on you. So, there are a number of affiliate offer directories out there, and some are better than the others. I use quite a few of these. There's actually one or two that were new, but I use most of them myself. So I'll just put them all up here, then I can explain how to use them. Okay, so OfferVault, AffPlus, AffScanner, and Affiliate Seeking. These four are really what I consider to be the best. I actually never used AffScanner, but it just until yesterday, when I was just doing a bit of research for this presentation, or this today's lesson. There are, it looked like it had all kinds of really cool search features, similar to the other ones listed here. But the biggest thing is just getting like the juices flowing in your mind and being able to just see what's out there, because a lot of times you don't even know what potential niches there are until you see all these different kinds of offers. So I'm going to go to, let's see, I'm actually going to go to AffScanner. And affiliate offers. So really, you don't even need to go much further than right here. These categories are, like I said on the below the presentation here, I forgot to show you that, or read that first. Pay close attention to categories and subcategories inside these directories, because they're really good ideas for niches that you can build an audience around for the most part. Some of them will lend themselves better to the strategy that we're using than others, but the majority of them will all work. So look at these categories on the left here is what I'm talking about. And these numbers are the number of offers inside of those categories, affiliate offers that are available to promote. So I'm just going to go down through here. So credit and debt is a really good niche, just because there are a lot of different types of offers and a lot of different types of people and a lot of different types of debt. So, and credit, it's a good niche because of that. It's still a not narrow niche, but it's very specialized, meaning somebody that lands on that site is typically going to be a good prospect for something that you're promoting. And I'm going to show you the example site here in a second. I want to talk about a little bit about this first, but there are, again, you're going to lead people in based on one specific offer. And let's just say that it's student loan debt. Maybe you want to refinance student loan debt. All kinds of offers out there for refinancing student loan debt. That same person could also be interested in a new credit card offer, or maybe they're going to start a business and they want some kind of a business line of credit. There's all kinds of offers out there, guys, for those. And it's the same in a lot of these other niches. So spend some time going through the categories, it more so than anything on these sites. You can look through the offers too, just because some of the offers are going to be way more specific, but it might spark an idea in your mind that you just really never thought of before. So I'm going to talk about that calendar here in a second too before we're done. So again, if you've got any questions on like how to use these to the best of your ability, let me know. I'm happy to expand on that further. But just know that at least for today, I'm talking about just day one. You're not looking for offers today. You're looking for a niche, and that's it. So again, your homework today is to just choose a niche. You're gonna research, do enough research, meaning what I just did was research. You don't need to do all kinds of research in this. That you've got those two requirements. Have to be able to build an audience around it, and it's got to have more than 5 affiliate offers. These sites will help you not only do the research to come up with ideas, but also help you to validate that they are indeed good niches to be in for the 1K per day challenge. So that's going to be your homework. Below this video, there's a list of an updated list of 1K per day certified niches, meaning they're niches that I've personally validated as worthy of being a 1K per day business. So if you are just absolutely lost, if you don't know what to get into, maybe start by going through my list. It's not a huge list by any means, but there are a lot of different things on there that maybe you wouldn't have thought of, and it may spark some ideas that for you to go out and research maybe a subcategory of that niche or something like that. So check out that list below the video. And I think right now, the last thing I want to talk about is the actual the rest of the 30 days in that calendar. I want to actually talk about this, just kind of show you this example website. So you probably have heard of it, maybe, hopefully. Let me see. Okay. Thepennyhoarder.com. So you can see the web address up there if you want to visit that. So first of all, don't get overwhelmed by the amount of content on this site. The reason I'm showing you this is because I honestly don't know when he started it, but it was one guy who started this out of college, I believe. He was in tons and tons of student loan debt. Decided to start a blog on helping people basically save more of the money that they make is really the best way to put it. I think even the title of his site is, let's see, More Money in People's Pockets. So it's great. But he now has just a whole fleet of people on staff that write for him. But when he got started, I can't give you a more perfect example of I can't really give you a more perfect example of a 1K per day business than this site right here. It's going back to when he started it. It's pretty much exactly what we're doing. There are a number of differences and things that I will be showing you that are different than what they're doing here. But they're doing them differently now just because the infrastructure they have is just so massive. So I'm not telling you to copy what they're doing right now. It's the underlying strategies that they use on this site that we will be modeling in the 1K per day business challenge. So I'm pretty sure that all of their revenue, 100% of their revenue, all comes from affiliate commissions still. And I believe last year they were on track to hit 40 million a year in revenue. So that tells you the potential that's out there in these businesses. This is just one niche, guys. I mean, obviously this is personal finance, like the entire personal finance category with all of these subcategories, and even subcategories under the subcategory. So if you're at all interested in this niche, I would definitely study what they're doing here, as far as like, in the different subcategories. Not necessarily like we're never going to copy anybody what they're doing. You're never copying headlines or articles or anything like that. Just understand the strategy that they're using. So I wanted to show you that example real quick, because it is probably the closest thing that I can show you to what we will be building, but this is just at a way more massive scale than what we're going to be doing. So all right, last thing before we end today's lesson is the actual calendar, what we're going to be covering for the remainder of the 30 days. So I'm not going to go through each one of these right now. I did put a copy of this image below for you, so you can print that out if you want. Hang it on your wall, cross off every day as you get it done. That kind of is it's, when you have something visual like that and you're able to see the progress you're making, even the very beginning. If you've done the first thing, picking a niche, it's not going to take you there very long today, but it's a very important step because it gets you moving down that hill of progress. So as soon as, like, it's kind of like a snowball effect. When you start, like, imagine you're rolling a snowball down from the top of a hill. At the beginning, it's going to be really small and it's going to roll slow. And by, so that's, we'll call that day one. So on day two, it's going to keep rolling. It's going to get a little bit bigger. By the end of the first 5 days, it's going to be, obviously it's going to be probably about 5 times bigger, and now rolling 5 times faster. And by the time you get done with this, it's just going to be massive and just plowing everything over that's in front of it. So, that's kind of the best metaphor I can use to making progress, but also being able to visually see that progress as it's being made. It helps you to know that you're on the right track. You've got a plan, keeps you accountable. So I use to-do lists a lot, and it mentally pains me when I don't get every item done on my to-do list that day. And that's good. That's why that exists, because I don't like the feeling of not getting stuff done. This is the same kind of psychology here. So really the reason I'm giving you this today is not to overwhelm you and have you ask me a bunch of questions on this, because I don't want you skipping ahead. I want you taking it one day at a time as the video lessons come out. Then you can ask me specific questions about each lesson. I don't care if you've been doing this for 10 years and you know how to do all of this stuff right now. That's great and awesome. I do too. But when I go through courses, I watch every single minute of every single video, because there are little details that get shared that aren't necessarily even part of the slides and planned. They're kind of off the cuff things that people think of while they're talking about it. I do this all the time in my trainings. A lot of my best gold nuggets are just things that I remembered as I'm having a discussion with you. So I highly recommend going through every minute of these videos. Make the time for it every day. Get the homework done, and then be ready for the next day. So if you have, again, questions, put any questions regarding anything I talked about in today's lesson, you can put them below the video, or you can shoot me an email. If you don't have anything, cool. Get your niche selected. That's your homework, and I will see you in tomorrow's lesson.